Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park, all set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Well, Singy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, number 26.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
That's inside. Now 3-1. This to center field. Merrill racing over to make the catch. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but
well struck right field. And that one is off the top of the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
One out, runner at second. Oka getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. It's off the top of the wall. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
One out, runner at second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oka leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line drive. Tosses to first, and he's out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. 2 outs with a runner at third. Fastball is outside.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Kazuo Matsui waiting to hit for the Cubs. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's just foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Fights it off. He'll see another. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. Back here at Oracle Park, and today's starter, Shota Imanaga. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
One down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luke Keeschel.
Well, Boog, I'm sure he hated to see the calendar turn. Hit over 400 last month, and that's the kind of momentum that you just want to continue into the next month. He's one of the hottest hitters in the game right now, and I can't wait to watch him swing it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut out and miss, struck him out. Now 2 away.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Now at the plate, Nick Kurtz. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. That misses the zone, and the count now even up. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out looking. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in San Francisco. Now it's the shortstop, Kazuo Matsui. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Matsui gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. A gigantic blast. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Akinori Iwamura, the next Cub to hit. That one to first. Kurtz steps on the bag. 1 out in the 2nd.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And the batter now, Kyle Higashioka. And there's ball 4.
First base. Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Ichiro.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Ichiro Suzuki. Left-hand batter waits. In the air, left field, down the line. And it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the top of the 2nd. That just misses. It's 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it is gone. A 3-run homer. 2nd home run of the inning for him. It's 6-0.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Number 20.
Now pitching for
On the mound now for the Pirates, Slade Ciccone.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next to hit, Kazuo Oka. Oka, with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. The next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
strike on the inside corner.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Now a relay to second, not in time, it's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Inside, just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. That one fouled off, 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Bottom of the inning, and now the rookie second baseman, Luke Diesel.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Stepping in, Drake Baldwin. In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, nobody out. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So up next, Jordan Beck.
Come on, Jordan.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And here is Jackson Merrill. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In there at the knees. And that's strike 2.
2-2 now.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Now here is Jacob Wilson on the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Let's go, Jacob.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Pirates strand a couple. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Kazuo Matsui.
Nope, that's a ball.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says. Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
1 out, bases empty. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's hard hit on the line. Anthony pulls that one down, and there are 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Akinori Iwamura. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
My drop.
Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 19, Roman.
Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Next offering is fouled back. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there. And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Michael Garcia, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
To third, James. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Bucks go down quietly. They still find themselves down 6-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Higashioka. Misses off the inside, and it's 2-1. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the lineup, Ichiro Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Next pitch is outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kazuo Oka.
Ball inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2-1 now, 2 aboard. Fastball for a strike. That one at 95 missed up top, and now it's filled up 3-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field, raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second. Actually, he doesn't go on a ball to the warning track as he holds it 2 away. Surprising. And here's the first baseman. Here's a 1-1. Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that is the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it, though, 6-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Kurtz. Shota ready to fire now. To the right side, Iwamura. Throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
And now it's going to be Luke Keeschel.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Suzuki makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Drake Baldwin. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Late with the swing there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jordan.
So digging in, Jordan Beck. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the power speed combo, Shohei Ohtani. And it is 2-1.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one's gone. His 9th homer of the year. It's 7-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. New
what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And up next for Chicago, Kazuo Matsui. And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. One out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. And they got him.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Akinori Iwamura. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or an into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Outside.
One strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
High in the air, out to right. Anthony nabs it, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Late on that fastball.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A solo shot, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jacob Wilson, the next Pirate to hit. Clips the corner. That's strike 2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Line to left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
And now Chase Maidra. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well, The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Next offering upstairs. Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
At the plate, Michael Garcia. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. One in the inning for the Pirates on this solo homer. It's now 7-1. Sixth inning coming up on MLB The Show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. So up now for Chicago, Ichiro Suzuki. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. And next for the Cubs, Hideki. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Suzuki on at first, nobody out. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So up next, Kazuo Oka.
Nope, that's inside.
Misses inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's 8-1. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter. That one almost got him.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one not close. And the count is filled up. This one in the air, center field. Merrill right there to make the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. It's 9-1. And the Pirates manager making his way. The left-hander on now, Matthew Liberatore.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's a big power threat, Shohei Ohtani. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out number 3. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while, finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Luke Keeschel. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, and that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Suzuki puts it away. 2 up, 2 down. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
And that one missing low. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 10-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Akinori Iwamura. The next Cub to hit.
I'm out.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Nori Nakamura.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill should have this one. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
And now Kyle Higashioka. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out there to center. Merrill makes his way towards it. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Jordan.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move.
Now pitching for
A new arm into the game, the righty, Shintaro Fujinami.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Headed towards the corner. Suzuki towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Inside, just missed. Now he breaks his bat. Over to first, 2 away.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Two outs, base is empty. Jacob Wilson, the next Pirate to hit. The 1-1.
Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That's way outside. And it's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat,
the swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back here in San Francisco, we're at the top of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Hideki Matsui. The 3-1. Slapped foul. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Hammered, base hit.
Now batting, number 5.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter. Now before the 1-1. Time is called. Substitution now at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Brooks Baldwin. Baldwin leads off first with one away. In there at the knees, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike. The Cubbies up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Another 1-2. And there's a ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. And up next for Chicago, Kazuo Matsui. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Chase Maidra. Masataka Yoshida. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. Also into the ball game, Miguel Amaya. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Defensively for the Cubs. Now playing first base, number 9, Miguel Amaya.
The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Pirates looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yoshida makes the catch, and there's one down.
The right fielder, number 19, Roman Anthony.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Roman Anthony. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off left side.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
That's to third. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Michael Garcia, the next Pirate to hit. And a 1-1. And that one ripped into right. Suzuki makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Suzuki.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Nori Nakamura, the next Cub to hit.
Rory Nakamura.
Next pitch off the plate. And it's 2-1. The other way, and that's a fair ball.
The catcher, number 2, Kyle.
And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And a base hit up the middle. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
The center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ichiro Suzuki. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Keyshaw for 1. Throw to first, safe.
The left fielder, the 34,
Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout. So bottom of the 9th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Kurtz. Wenzel Perez now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder.
number 46, Wenzel Perez.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust.
That one is absolutely belted, and it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Luke Keeschel, the next Pirate to hit. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knack.
Swung on, belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
So a man aboard, Drake. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change.
Now pitching for
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Yu Darvish. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. To the right side, and that's just foul. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. On the ground, right side. Amaya takes it to the bag. Jordan Beck will hit next.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And that one hit to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, a run comes across the score right there, but defensively, when you have a lead like this late in the ball game, you're counting outs. Nice job of simply just trading a run for an out.
2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Darvish is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Higashioka collects, fires to first. In time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Final score here today, 10-3. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.